Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Neverwinter Nights! When last we left off, we'd explored the whole right-hand side of this corridor, and found various things that implied that Carl summoned the Lord of Fire to, find out about Omega Phylactery, which is the only thing that the gods cannot touch. What's in this chest? Just some fire. And a burning wand. Ah! This wand is an extremely simple to use wand that casts the spell Burning Hands. The wand need not be waved, and no arcane knowledge is required to use it. It was likely the very first wand given to a young apprentice mage. Ah, okay, so they did indeed give you what you needed. It was Burning Hands that you had to use. He was, curious if it was a very simple spell, but it was indeed that spell. Okay. I'm going to cast Stone Skin on you as well.
Done and done.
Don't want to end up in the situation we were last time. Okay, there's a little room there. There are traps that I'm just not suffering. Mainly because of the ring, actually, there. Much better with the Stone Skin. They're not even hurting me, really. That's one down. The Slard will fall. That's the other fire elemental. I'll move over here so that you can get involved, Crumpet. There we go. Marvellous. What about in here? What's here?
Fair enough.
A locked door. Oh. No, Sharwin. Unlock the door. There we go. Excellent. Wonder how hard it is to unlock a door when your skin is covered in stone. Fire beetles! We need some of these. I do believe. Let's just kill this one. There we go. I do believe we need those, as the book said. What we don't have is what he actually used to summon it in forms of a ritual. Unless he's written it in that book, which will be handy, and I've already read it. Which would then mean I'd know what it is, well, the character would know anyway. Oh, there's a fire trap. I'm not surprised to see those. Hellhounds, I'm also not surprised to see.
Your end draws.
That's a big cone of fire. If you were a low-level character, that would absolutely destroy you. Fortunately, we're not low-level. We're level 11. That's quite comfortably mid-level. We haven't yet got to the point where we can turn into things like giant octopuses, though, in 3.5. We can only turn to certain things in this game, but you can eventually turn into other things in the actual proper game itself. Ooh, thieves' tools. And a box probably full of, yep, more gold. So actually, what was that? Was that a gem? I don't know, but I think Sharwin is constantly restarting her song by the sounds of it. Yes, it's a sapphire. Ooh. And there's one room there, and then we're going to actually summon the Lord of Fire, I guess. And go, hey, that guy, what did he do? What was, why did he summon you? Hello, Red Slards. Hello, 3 of them. Yep, this is a plot important place. This is probably where the ritual we need is. So we're doing all of our homework before we talk to Carlet. Admittedly, by doing this, we don't need to. We need to summon something. Summon that. Should be able to. Yeah, they've no chance. We'll summon that first, shall we? I think these have regeneration. Oh, wow. Dire Bear, not doing that well at this. Not doing that well at all. That's one down. We're going to move into the room so that you can get ambushed by fire elementals. That did not work so well. Where's Sharwin? Oh, she's in the doorway. Actually, she's the one that's obliterating the various people. we got? Slard's tongues? Yup. And a trapped bookshelf. We're not going to shut the door on Crumpet, but we did by mistake. All that for a gem. What else do we have in here? Oh, a candelabra. Anything on that of particular note? Oh, we can turn it off. Oh, we are going to have to stop a lot of these from trying to smash that open. No. No bears. Do not smash it open.
Done and done.
So we're going to need this. Yes, we are. A tome of fire. This heavy and tattered tome is labelled with a large and ancient rune that translates simply to fire. Among its more interesting pages is the following. The fire beetle belly is an amazing organ that manages to retain its full heat even after the beetle's death, and combined with the resilience of the quartz crystal. And then empowered with the spell Fireball, the end result is a device that can emit bursts of fire at will. The creation of most fire-based ones is based on this simple formula. So, Fire Beetle, Quartz Crystal, and a Fireball. If we had a Fireball, we could do that. If I hadn't got paralysed, I could have looked into that bookshelf. I don't think we have the capability to cast Fireball. That is an interesting piece of information to know, though. However, we can now go to the summoning chamber and talk to the Lord of Fire. There is some ironwood. Just sat there. We'll take it with us. Now we have a piece of wood. And I think we have dealt with all... Have we dealt with all the monsters? No, there is one right there. You did not hear about what happened to all the other ones, did you? They all died. There is another Slard. You have picked the wrong people to fight. Oh yes. You might want to attack the nearest one. I think Sharwin's in the way. We pretty much got this, though. There's the summoned one dealt with, and I'm dealing with the actual one myself. And I think that should be every single monster. Oh, narrow corridors. Oh, narrow corridors. Right, on we go over to here. Oh look, more fire elementals. I wonder if he's just summoning them. It's like, oh, I'll just summon another 5 of these. He's not commenting on the fact that we're killing all of them. At all. He's quite happy with the fact that we're killing them all. See, the game doesn't give us a fireball spell, but it does give us what we need to complete the quest. I think the fireball one is just a little reward if you happen to be doing this as a mage. If you're doing this as a mage, you're going to have to be resting a lot. Although I do think we have finally defeated every single monster in this area. I think. I hope so. Right. So, let's go here. Let's pick this up, actually. So we don't want the Lord of Fire appearing and then a Slard's tongue just being in front of him. You might think it's, might think it was meant for him. He might not be too happy. So! Alright. You guys don't want to be in that circle. So what we want to do now is we want to put a fire beetle belly in here. And then, I think we want to get this wand, burning hands, on that. There we go! Belial, Lord of Belial, Lord of Fire. We have to actually fight you. Oh, I've forgotten to cast your protection charm. Oh, yes, I did. Oops. I think we're all going to... Yeah, we are not going to be able to do this. We are not going to be able to do this. Belial, Lord of Fire? We forgot to cast protection from evil, didn't we? Can I actually cast that myself? I can, but I've not got it prepared right now. Fortunately, we have a lovely handy-dandy wand. Protection from evil. Is it just me that needs it, cast? Wouldn't be surprised if the game only thought I needed it. Yep, only I need it.
Carlet, is that you? Wait, what do you want of Belial, mortal?
With their flaming wings and skull-like countenance, these demons are among the greatest and most feared of their kind. Hello. You don't want to be fighting this, because at the moment it's of impossible difficulty. Challenge rating 20.
Speak quickly, half-orc fool. Your magic protections will not last long in this place. What do you require of the Fire Lord? I come as judge and demand only answers. You, fleshling? You are the judge? Then my charade is over, for you command me as none other has before.
Oh!
You're trapped here too, aren't you? Yes, my judge. I had not bargained on Lathander's intervention in my dealings with the wizard. Like the ghosts and mortals, I am bound unto this place. You see, it was I who first planted the seed of slaughter in Carlet's mind. He was but a weapon, and it was my hand that controlled him. Tell me more. Quint was a weapon of a weapon, a servant slave. It was he who brought the children in, and Carlet who cast the spell that killed them. It was I, alone, who stayed silent in the knowledge that the slaughter held no meaning. Carlet's ritual did not require it, but I chose to tell him otherwise. Will you give this as your written oath? Why did you do this? Thus is the nature of demons, Judge. Why is there needless suffering in the world? Why is there injustice and strife and tyranny? It is because of us. Why are you telling me this so openly? For one, Lathander has bound all within this castle to heed the judge's will. For another, how do you intend to punish a demon? The abyss is home to me, and I long to walk once more upon its sea of flame. Then it was you behind the slaughter. I am Belial, Prince of Demons, Lord of Fire, Scourge of the Abyssal Depths. Were you ever fool enough to expect another? Will you give this as your written oath? If it means an end to my accursed bondage in this place, then I will gladly give it. There, take it, and make of it what you will. The bargain has been fulfilled. Perhaps next time I'll summon you.
Well, that went not as I expected. I expected the Lord of Fire to try and wrangle his way out of helping us, but it would indeed seem that the Lord of Fire is as trapped as any of the others here are, and so he wants to leave as well. However, we must now talk to Carlet. Carlet is a lich. Driven by ambition, some powerful spellcasters attempt to cheat death itself. Those who succeed become liches. Those who fail are cast into the abyss. I have been slowed. There is a light crossbow in here. So this is Carlet, the lich. Obviously, Carlet succeeded in getting what he wanted, but he had been deceived. Let us talk to him, shall we? I'm sure he will be nice and happy and friendly.
Judge, is that you? I don't remember. It's so hard to string my thoughts together one to the next.
Are you Carlet Jared?
Yes, that's my name. It's been so long since I've heard someone speak it. The last one to do so was my brother, Quint. Yes, it was him. He was responsible. He invited all the children of the village to this tower, and he began to read to them.
Tell me more.
It was horrible. The blood, it was everywhere. Every one of them died. Every child. He's gone mad, you know. My younger brother has gone mad. I arrived there too late. I rebuked him and he grovelled there before me. He said he did it for me, all for the love of an older brother.
Tell me more. I unleashed the fire against him, but he fled and stole my most powerful artifact, my phylactery, and made use of it. Now we are all stuck here because of him, pressed like flowers between the pages of the Book of Time.
I still have some questions.
I have the time, Judge, if not always the memory. Ask what you will.
Oh, Lich's phylactery, huh? Aren't Lich's evil?
I once had half-elven blood in my veins.
Among the elves, some called Baelnorn seek Lichdom that they might stand watch over their families.
That line got entirely garbled. My memory as an undead lich is not what it was once. I would have preserved our family had not my brother first destroyed it. When he interfered, I became but a half-lich somehow. If only I can recover the phylactery he stole, I can finish the ceremony and become what I was meant to be. It would free us all from this wretched place.
Why would Quint do such a thing?
He was young and foolish, with no understanding of the arcane arts, no understanding of the world in which we wizards operate. We consort with demons and keep imps as our familiars, but does that make us evil? Perhaps he performed the unspeakable act in an effort to earn my respect, my affection. Perhaps he wanted to prove himself before his brother.
What about Lathander and the Guardian?
What good is a god of the dawn if he traps us in the eternal night? My brother prayed to him before the madness came on. The Guardian may claim Lathander did not stand in judgment, yet Quint wanders the village freely while I rot in here forever, in this wretched half-form.
Who has the phylactery now?
Lathander gave it to the Guardian for safekeeping, and she has kept it ever since. If only I can recover it.
That's enough questions.
Yes, my judge.
Will you give us your written oath?
I have suffered here too long, tormented by forgetfulness amidst this endless pile of smoke. I would only be too glad. Here, take it, my written oath of every word that I have uttered here. Present it to the Guardian and let us have our judgment.
So, Belial, Lord of Fire, claims that he did all that he got Carlet to kill the children just because. Carlet was trying to become a lich so that he could watch over his family for generations to come as part of his half-elven heritage. Quint, however, is another question. I get the feeling, however, they might be like, both are innocent, and it's either both are innocent, Belial did it, or Carlet is guilty at the moment, because he murdered all those children, but didn't know he needed to. But it's still an evil act. Even if he thought he needed to, it's still an evil act. So, we still have a third of the story to discover, and that is in Quint's chambers, that are a maze by the looks of it. Oh dear. Wonderful. Couldn't they have just been a nice simple corridor? Oh, cursed warriors. Ah. Well, these things aren't that difficult. Neither are ghasts.
Prepare to become one.
We should easily be able to deal with... Yep, we should easily be able to deal with all these. Also, that is a very small trap that we don't want to trigger. We can have Crumpet trigger it. Should be able to deal with all of... Yeah, pretty easily. We're going to need to cure that disease, though. There you go, Crumpet. Nice and restored. Let's do some exploring, shall we? See what we can find. More ghasts! And a mummy!
There!
2 mummies!
There!
So there's lots of undead on this side.
There!
Shrine to Lathander. I take it there's stuff we're going to have to do here as well. To get the whole story. Mummies aren't that tough. I should be able to deal with them quite handily. You do have mummy rot, though. You want to avoid that. You most certainly want to avoid mummy rot. Should not... Oh, there's one. 12 oh!
There!
And that's what you want to avoid. We have a scroll for that, fortunately.
There!
I also have a, just a spell that I can cast, which I will. You might... Are you... How many times did you cast that? You cast that a lot of times. Can we rest here? Bet we can't. Nope, enemies nearby. Let's go up here. Can I rest here? No. Can I rest here? No. Looks like I'm going to have to rest... I can rest in the other room. I could rest in the other side of the tower. Because the other side of the tower is now free of monsters. Just want to get rid of that before we move on. Free of monsters. Then we'll want to cast Remove Disease, and then I think we'll want to rest again, because there'll be more instances where that'll happen. Actually, what I want to do is have multiple castings so it prepare, because we're not going to be dealing with poison by the looks of it. It's just going to be disease. So we'll get rid of that. We'll have a no, that's the wrong one. That is certainly the wrong one. That's the right one. I know perfectly how to deal with this poison, this disease, Sharon. Contagion! Oh, you've dropped dead. Don't look at me like that, Bear. It has a very similar symbol. You're judging me, aren't you? Yes, I'm judging you. So we'll just head back to where we were, and we'll call this a video. And when we come back, folks, we'll have to explore all this area and see what we can find and gather what evidence we can. So we were here. So, when we come back, folks, we'll continue exploring Quint's side of the tower. So, I'll catch you then. See you next time. Later.